If you've stopped wearing makeup because you think it's too confusing, too expensive, and you just don't know where to start, you don't know what to use, then this is the video for you. Hi, welcome back. My name is Pam and this is Glam Pam. On this channel, we talk about health, beauty, skincare, lifestyle, anything that will uplift our lives and help us create a beautiful second act, because this is the best time of our life. Today I'm going to show you that using just a few products in this little makeup bag, I can show you how to get a full face of makeup to give you a polished look, a simple look, very easy, simple and easy. That is the key. So what I've got in my little makeup bag are a Laura Geller Balance-n-Brighten foundation powder. I have one brush, that's all I'm using for the whole look. I have mascara. I have a cream blush. I have eyeshadow pencil. This is a cream eyeshadow stick. No brush there. And what else do we have? I have an eyebrow pencil and I have an eyeliner. That's it. That is everything that was in this makeup bag. So we will go through today. I'll give you a brief description of how everything works in here and why it's so easy, why I believe it's a really perfect place to start if you are a beginner with makeup. This is so easy. Anybody could do this. Right. The first product that we have is this Balance-n-Brighten foundation by Laura Geller. And that's what it looks like. I've got a really big one. I've had this for a really long time. And I use the color Deep. And the reason I love this for beginners is because with all the striations of color that you see there, all these different shades, they come together to make it really easy to find your shade. You don't have to find the perfect shade for you. This foundation will color correct itself to become perfect for you. You could go 2 shades lighter, 2 shades darker than what you actually are, and it will still balance out and give you the perfect shade of makeup. So the reason I like it, and you use a brush to apply it, all you do is swirl the brush in the foundation, and then starting at the center of your face, you would just apply it all over your face. You don't even need a mirror. It's that easy. It's that easy, people. It's so forgiving. That's why I love Laura Geller makeup. It's cream to powder. These were originally cream foundations that are baked for 24 hours until they turn into a powder. So although it looks like powder, it actually melds onto your skin like a cream. So you're not going to get that powdery look. The striations will make it really easy to find your color, and it's not that hard to apply. It's easy to blend, and it just gives you a really natural, groomed, perfect skin look. So that is the first product that we use, and I absolutely love that. That's the only brush that I'm going to use today. Today I'm not showing the actual tutorial, I'm just showing you the products, and if you come back next week I will show you step by step how to actually apply this makeup. So the next product is a cream blusher. I'm using today Pixi On The Glow blush. I love this because it's got a nice pop of color, and my only tip with this is to apply it first on your hand, rather than straight onto your cheek. I wouldn't do that. I'd put it first onto my hand, like so, and then take it from the hand, warm it up with your finger, and you can use your fingers to apply it. So as you can see, I'm just using the viewfinder to apply this. And the reason I like a cream blusher is because, once again, it doesn't leave a powdery look, which can be a bit harsh on mature skin, because as we get older, our skin tends to get drier, especially around the cheeks. I know for me, I had normal to combination skin, and now I find my cheeks are quite dry. So I like a cream blusher for that, because it just gives me that flush of color, and it also acts as though I've got a highlighter. I don't need to add highlighter. It's just a beautiful pop of natural color. So that's the reason I, in particular, love a cream blusher. The next product that we would use then is the eyeshadow stick, and this one is by Delilah. And again, this, you can see the way I hold it like a pen. If you can write, you can do your eye makeup. That's how easy it is. So you would just pop that up, and on your eyes, just rub it back and forth like so, and then just blend it out with your finger, and you're just blending to soften the edges so that you don't end up with a harsh line. That's all you're doing, and that's it. That's how you would apply it on your eyes. Just swipe it back and forth a few times, blend it with your finger, and away you go. That's your eyes done. The next thing you would do is your eyeliner. And again, you can do your lower rims, and you can also do it above your eyelashes, and smudge it out again on top of your cream eyeshadow stick. Just blend that out. That would give you a little bit more depth. So that's what that would look like. And again, very, very easy, fingers only. The next product that you would need is your eyebrow pencil. And I've got this one. Oh, it's all rubbed off now. So I'm not sure who makes this. I do believe, no, I'm afraid it's all rubbed off. So I don't know who makes this, but it's just a really thin, fine eyebrow pencil. And you would just shape your brows, you know, filling in the sparse areas. And then on the other side, it has a spoolie. You can use that to brush them into place, and your eyebrows are done. That's brows done. And the final step in your eye makeup would be your mascara. My suggestion for a beginner is to use a tubing mascara. That's what this is. This is by Tarte tubing mascara. And the reason I like this is because it doesn't flake, and when you put it on your eyes, it will stay in place all day. So this is a really good mascara. I'll show you what the wand looks like. That is what the wand looks like. And it's really, really easy to use. And I love a tubing mascara because it stays in place all day. Doesn't flake, doesn't irritate your eyes, really easy to use, and it comes off with just water at the end of the day. And then what about your lips? What would you use for lipstick? Because I've shown you everything else, your whole face. Well, we go back to the cream blusher. You would again take some on your finger and pop it on your lips. That will give you a beautiful soft color. on your lips, and there you go. Your makeup is done. These are all the products that I used. One brush, and what was that? 6 products in total for my whole face. It gives you a beautiful, polished, easy look, and anybody can do this. So tune in next week and I will show you the actual step-by-step tutorial as to how I do a full face of makeup with just this little makeup kit, which is so easy for beginners. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.